What up, y'all? Welcome to Season 3 of Malice in Wonderland. It's episode 29 to be exact. We got a great show lined up for you today. Starting with the news at the top of the hour, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump's meeting with Vladimir Putin. We'll discuss how that went. Then in the doom scroll, you're going to want to stick around because it's a hilarious one this week. And then after that, down the Reddit hole, we'll be talking about what the Israeli director of cybercrime has been doing in the United States. Trust me, it's going to shock you. Then we'll leave you off with some wise words from somebody who's yet to be named. It's a surprise. Stay tuned. Let's rock.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
This fucking bastard.
Comment.
Yeah. No bullshit. Prince.
Yeah. You don't fucking touch me, scumbag.
Yeah. Smack blood and skull fragments out your face. Clap stubs at your mother's casket, walking out of a break. Bang. Young Pesci, fucker, come test me. Fake your suicide the same way they hung Epstein.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Niko, and I'm here with my homie, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. You see his name at the bottom of the screen. It's Mr. Pablo Escobars. How you living today, Pablo? You doing good? We took a little break between season 2 and season 3. We're getting back into the swing of things. How you feeling today, dog? Let us know how your life's been going.
Hey, man, my life's been a little bit up and down, you know what I mean? Like, it's all right, it's going great. I got the baby. She's still healthy. Everything's good with her. The puppy's doing better.
She's getting big. They didn't see, they don't know about the puppy. You didn't have the puppy.
Yeah, I did. Actually, on the last episode, he was sitting right here on the edge of the couch, and I showed him out.
No, he wasn't. Because the last episode was a dud. Remember, we didn't get to put it out?
Oh.
So the world has not seen the puppy, but
y'all see him at some point during the podcast because right now he's taking a nap, but I got you. But
exactly.
But listen, it's been great. I'm dying to get back at this. Also, want to thank you. He did me a favor. I needed a solid. He helped me out with something. So in return, I actually wanted to surprise you. You didn't know about this. I got you a gift. So he's a real fan. For people who don't know, he's a real fan. He's always been really interested in the Diddy case and all that stuff. I know that like he was kind of mad about it, but then guess what? When Diddy came out, he had his own little thing. He was happy and he celebrated about it. I know you've always wanted to go to a freak off, and you just was, it was just out of your reach. So I actually called somebody up. I got in contact, and they got me like, this is actually from the crime scene. So I'm gonna be sending this to you, Denver. It was actually some baby oil that he had, right? You understand? This is legit from the crime scene. You feel me? Like, I got you, dog. I got you. This is memorabilia, dog. You can flip this. Yeah, dog.
I might have to go to one of his events, and I'll get it signed. I'll have him sign that shit. But anyway, yeah. So I'm glad it's been going good with you. I've been back in school, full swing, getting a new car this week, a little BMW. I'm going to be whipping around.
Nice.
Thank you. Everything's going good. Everything's going good on this side, Might be closer to Pablo soon for doing the podcast. Maybe it's face-to-face. Soon. Maybe we don't have this box right here separating us pretty soon.
Yeah, maybe we're sitting on a desk.
Maybe. Who knows? But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into our news stories. It's good to be back with y'all.
Bringing you hard-hitting news. It's the Malice in Wonderland News Blitz.
All right, let's get into the news like we were talking about. Trump-Russia meeting. Did you hear about this, dog, or have you been stuck in Middle Earth?
Yeah. It's not like, it's addicting, dog. Because the thing is, it makes you want to stand up for yourself and your country. That you have to fight the orcs, okay? The orcs are running the banks. The orcs give you loan. The orcs start the war. The orc Come on, and then you got Sauron, just runs everything from his castle. When you ever do that mission, it's a secret mission that you find out his nickname is George Sauron, and because the control he has over the world. It's just, man, listen, stand up, and fight the orcs, all right? It's fucking, yo, I can't.
It is what it is. My dog over here is, he's in the shadow of war. He's stuck in Middle Earth. But we're gonna bring him up to speed on the news in this Earth, and we'll check out what happened yesterday.
After meeting for hours of discussions in Alaska, President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin addressed the future of war-torn Ukraine.
We had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left.
Putin has seized about 20% of Ukraine's territory. In the war, 400,000 Ukrainians have been killed or wounded, and nearly 1 million Russian soldiers. For President Trump, the meeting in Anchorage is an opportunity to show that he can bring peace after more than 3 years of war between Russia and Ukraine. Ahead of Friday's summit, President Trump spoke about his goals.
I want to see a ceasefire rapidly. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I'm not going to be happy if it's not today. Everyone said it can't be today, but I'm just saying I want the killing to stop.
Putin, meanwhile, is demanding that Ukraine renounce his bid to join NATO, limit the size of its military, install a Russia-friendly government, and formally give up land Russia illegally annexed in 2022.
The risk is that Putin is coming with an agenda, and his agenda is his imperial ambitions for Russia, correcting
that's the face
geopolitical
of a person
catastrophe, as he describes it, of the 20th century, the demise of the Soviet Union.
For real, yeah.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and European leaders were not invited to Friday's meeting. Zelensky posted this video in which he pointed out that Russia attacked multiple sites in Ukraine Friday, including a market, adding, quote, "That speaks volumes." Willie James Inman, CBS News, Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, while he played with his piano with his penis, that's what a weirdo guy. I definitely think that Putin's gonna have a hard time getting any of those things done, especially the NATO shit and the ceding territory to Ukraine stuff. That's just, he's asking for a long shot. And like what they didn't mention in that news story, because I had a hard time finding one. It's early in the morning over here, guys. There was no deal yesterday between Putin and Trump. Putin left. He said no deal. And now Trump's going to meet with Vladimir Zelensky next week. So we're going to see where this goes. But apparently Trump wants the killing to stop in Ukraine. For some reason, I don't know, blackmail reasons or whatever, he's okay with the killing of civilians and children in Palestine. But Ukraine has to stop, guys. Ukraine has to stop.
Yeah.
But like you said about Putin, definitely one-on-one with anybody, dog. Any world leader, I feel like one-on-one.
Hands down, bro.
Bro.
He has actual experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dog, like he was in the KGB for like years, bro. Like secret agent, James Bond, KGB type shit. Like he
just in case you don't know, the KGB is their version of the Green Beret.
Well,
so it's just
it's defunct now. Like after the fall of the Soviet Union, it's not the KGB anymore, but they got their own little intelligence service still, and they got the Spetsnaz and whatever. But yeah, I think Putin's definitely a threat. Putin's definitely a threat. Now, getting into our next story. This story has been interesting me like crazy. Have you heard about that Atlas 1A or 1.3 or whatever, that thing that entered our solar system that a lot of people think?
Yeah, I haven't really heard much of it. I figured we would talk about it here, so I didn't look into it too much, but I did hear about that. Like the government's like, yep, the aliens came by.
Yeah, like that's it. So this ship is supposed
Remember,
to
when
be,
they give you truths like this, they're doing something.
Whatever this thing is, I think this is Blue Beam they're preparing us for. But like whatever this thing is, it's supposed to be here at the end of November, beginning of December. Check this out.
As Banfield viewers are well aware, not all mysteries are whodunits. Some of the biggest mysteries in the universe are all about other questions, like the question facing skywatchers tonight. What is it? On the 1st of July, NASA detected a mysterious object speeding toward Earth, and some actual bona fide experts think it might not be your typical space rock or maybe any kind of rock or a natural phenomenon at all.
It's the fastest thing they've ever
Atlas,
clocked.
as it's called, is interstellar, meaning it's from outside Earth's solar system. That is incredibly rare. In fact, it's only the third object from parts unknown to ever visit us. It's also moving very, very quickly, 135,000 miles an hour. Right now, it is near Jupiter, but it's expected to fly by Earth in late November, maybe early December, about 3.5 months from now, at which time my next guest thinks we might get the answer to an even bigger mystery, whether humans are alone in the universe. Avi Loeb is a theoretical physicist and professor at Harvard University. I'm thrilled to have him back on the program. Good to see you again. Okay, so for everybody who doesn't know, this is incredibly rare. It's a third known interstellar object ever detected. Why? Why is that so rare? I mean, why do we have so few of them?
Well, thanks for having me. They are difficult to spot. There aren't many that are passing through the solar system, but this one is quite unusual. It's relatively bright, meaning that it has, if it's a solid object, has a diameter of 20 kilometers. That's bigger than Manhattan Island. And there isn't enough material in rocks in interstellar space to give us such a giant rock once per decade. That's the duration of the survey of the sky. We expect once per 10,000 years, such a giant rock. And so the question is, what is it? Now, people argue that it must be a comet, but for a comet, you usually see a cometary tail trailing behind it. In this case, the deepest image that we had with the Hubble Space Telescope revealed that it has glow in front of it, not behind it. And then the trajectory of this object is extremely unusual, fine-tuned. It lies in the plane of the orbits of the planets around the sun to within 5 degrees. The chance for that happening at random is 1 in 500. And then it comes at a very special time when it passes close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. The chance of that happening for this object to pass so close to these as they move around the sun is 1 in 20,000. And when it gets closest to the sun, the Earth would be on the opposite side, so we can't observe it. That could be on purpose if it wants to do some maneuver, taking advantage of the sun's gravity or sending probes to the inner planets. So it looks quite unusual. It came from a direction where there are lots of stars in the sky. That's why we had a hard time identifying it. The question is it technological?
Well, it could be. Or is it possible it is a comet and the tail, you might not see it right now, but the closer it gets, you might see the tail. You might then say, oh, it is a comet. That's a possibility
glow in
too?
the front was crazy.
It is a possibility, but we don't see any trace of gas around it, no fingerprints of molecules or atoms. So the question is, does it really look like a comet? And of course, as it gets closer to the sun, it will warm up and we should be able to see clearer signatures if it is a comet. I have a scale that I invented for the purpose of this object, where 0 would be a natural object and 10 would be a definitely technological object. I give it a 4 right now. Okay. And within the coming months, we might realize that it's actually...
So we're going to see what happens with this. We're going to see if it's visitors from parts unknown. But if it is something like that, I don't think it's actually visitors from parts unknown. I think it's blue beam. I think the world
Well, there's also the thing, like, if it's not blue beam and it actually is something, the only reason something would come out this far is not going to be our friends. I mean, it doesn't make sense to use that much energy, that many resources, you feel me, like, to come over here unless it's like galactic peace, which we would fail the test. So if it was real and it really is a UFO, it could be the end of everything. Who knows? Because it's the size of Manhattan.
What is that show where, like, the aliens come and they want to add Earth to, like, this federation, this galactic federation of, like, advanced planets?
That was South Park.
No, there was another one. There was another one too. Oh yeah, it was South Park. It was South Park. But they got here and they're like, "Oh man, fuck you guys." And
did you guys kill Google Fart? what is it? Farts McGee or whatever his name was.
Google Farts McGee. But yeah, they were just testing us, and we'd fail that test every time, bro. Like we'd fail it every time. Especially
and what did they do? They blocked us off the rest of the universe.
Israel. Especially if they landed in Israel. The Israelis would be like, hey, you guys, that spaceship was promised to us 3,000 years ago. We're going to have to take that from you.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Everybody's going to claim it's their God. If that happens, everybody's going to be like, that's our God. That's ours. No, that's ours.
All right, let's get into the next one.
Big decision from the White House could change marijuana laws across the country. Right now, it's classified as a Schedule I drug, the same as heroin. But President Trump considering reclassifying it as a Schedule III drug like steroids and testosterone. Reporter Jared Halpern discusses the impacts of this could have nationwide.
Which I'm kind of okay with.
It's a very complicated subject, the subject of marijuana.
President Trump is wading back into the controversy over cannabis.
Yeah.
He said Monday he's considering reclassifying marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Right now, it's listed as Schedule III, the same level as heroin. That would make it much easier to buy and sell the drug, but it also comes with risk.
I've heard great things having to do with medical, and I've had bad things having to do with just about everything else.
Right now, 45 states have legalized marijuana for either recreational or medical use, and in some towns and cities, cannabis sales are funding much-needed infrastructure projects.
Almost all of our income from this is going to be going right back into the city in situations such as levee breaks and making of new parks, recreational facilities, that kind of stuff.
But there's a downside. Doctors warn of the possibility of abuse as the drug becomes more mainstream, and it is having a big impact on kids who mistake weed gummies.
It is super mainstream already. What are you talking about?
Cannabis-related incidents reported to poison control centers shot up from just over 900 in 2009 to more than 22,000 last year. Some critics say elected officials are playing down the risk.
More and more people will use that as impetus to make it legal. That's what I'm worried about. You smell it in the streets. It's really powerful. It's causing car accidents.
President Trump says he'll make a final decision
that last part,
in the next few weeks.
That last part.
At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox
especially
News.
in Colorado out here. But yeah,
yeah, but like you could just don't drive under the influence. You know what I mean? Like, because your high goes away real fast. So
see, I think this is good to reclassify it as a lower. So people who may be in not a legal area, they get caught up with it. They're not going to get like crazy sentences for just having a little bit of weed on them. I think that's a good thing. I think federally legal could be a good thing. I think what went wrong years ago when they legalized it, and me and Pablo have discussed this a lot, not that I'm against it completely. What I'm against is the fact that they just legalized it in California and Colorado at one time, and then the rest of the country was not legal, because what it did was every fucking idiot, pothead, waste of life came to California and Colorado, and they all packed in here, and now it's why is there so many homeless people everywhere? Why? I think that has a big part to do with it, I think that's a big part of it is they came for
I think for this generation though, in general, for this generation, fucking weed is I don't know, people can't. It has gotten a lot stronger, and but people also in this generation complain about so much crap. They can't handle this fucking what weed is what 2-3 generations before. I gotta be fair, the weed wasn't as strong, but it was as strong then. You feel me? Yeah. And people didn't fucking ruin their lives over fucking weed, but that's something that people do now. That's an actual fucking thing that they do now. So I don't think that legalization in just some states, I agree with the full state thing, but because people would just stay their crappy ass where they're at, you know what I mean? And you won't fucking funnel shit into 2 or 3 places. I was in ESC classes, and I didn't get it till I got older. Poor teacher has to deal with all the asshole kids that no teachers want in one classroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, what they do to the states is not fair.
Exactly. It should have just been made federally legal everywhere all at once, and we would not have had this problem. Everybody would have stayed where they're at. All the fuck-ups wouldn't have concentrated into one or two places. But yeah, on to the next story. This one, I'm not giving Trump a lot of credit on some stuff lately because, you know, the whole, like, Netanyahu type shit, but...
Yeah, right?
But
you saw that was natural, right?
Yeah, fuck you. But this one, hold on. I do like this one.
Well, playing hardball with Mexico is apparently paying off. The Mexican government announcing the upcoming expulsion of more than 24 drug lords to U.S. custody. Fox's Griff Jenkins explains what this means in the war against cartels.
The Trump administration has made taking the fight to the cartels a top priority, and now Mexico is stepping up. 26 wanted drug fugitives, including top cartel leaders, will be expelled from Mexico and extradited to the U.S. It includes the leaders of the Sinaloa, Noreste, and Jalisco cartels, all designated as foreign terrorist organizations. Attorney General Pam Bondi writing, quote, "These 26 men have all played a role in bringing violence and drugs to American shores. Under this Department of Justice, they will face severe consequences." The announcement from Mexico came less than a week after President Trump reportedly told the Pentagon to use military force against the cartels.
The Mexican government is now cooperating with the U.S. government because it does not want U.S. forces going into Mexico to take care of the cartels.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth wouldn't confirm the president's order, but he told Fox News the U.S. military is taking a more active role in the war on drugs.
When given the opportunity, when it makes sense at the directive of the president, we will take action to defend the American people.
This follows a February transfer of 29 other cartel leaders. Officials on both sides of the border hoping to send a powerful message after years of cartel protection under former Mexican President Obrador's hugs, not bullets policy.
We've arrested over 19,000 criminals, and we've seized thousands of tons of narcotics, and we will not stop.
The extradition flight from Mexico to the U.S. is scheduled for next Tuesday. In Washington, Griff Jenkins, Fox News.
So yeah, this is a shining light in a very dark administration right now. But I think, Doug, they got to do a little bit of things like this right now because they're doing like so much fuck shit with Israel and the Epstein files that like if they weren't at least kind of doing something like this, they really would lose all their support. You know what I'm saying? They're already hemorrhaging support.
I'm gonna be the crazy person here. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I feel like. Remember, dog, both parties are funded by the same party, and I feel like things like this, yes, is exactly what you said. It's kind of like, don't worry about the bullshit that I said. Look at this. This is at least something, right? Yeah. But I also feel like the people on top think so far ahead and different than us. Where I just had this thought right now, and I'm just like, how do I know they don't just throw those drugs back on the street out here? How do I know they're not gonna tell me when one of those guys gets released out here and now he's in the United States? I don't know.
Or how about maybe they're just getting rid of them to put their own cartel leaders in that they control?
Why would I want? Could possible, but why do I even want them here? I don't want to pay taxes to keep those motherfuckers. Why? Like I don't even know if I really want them in the United States in prison at all because now they're here.
Well, I mean,
and now those people have a reason to come here.
But is Mexico doing anything about them though?
But they're not doing anything. These people that they gave up, they agreed to give up. All the other cartels are like, fuck these people, cool, and they got rid of them and they just sacrificed them. They don't. That's how that works over there, dog. They didn't do it because, you know what, let's be good.
I think
the cartel runs it out there.
I think they did it because Trump's been saying for the past couple of weeks, like, yo, we're like this close to sending our military in there to take care of this shit.
Okay, so they're going to kill this guy. So I'll believe it if this guy that was right there in the news, if he shows up chopped up or something, I'll believe it. But because they always kill anybody who gets involved when they don't want you to. So I think that they're down with this shit and they want, like you said, you made a point. They want to get rid of those people to put other people in to probably control because the new generation is fucking crazy and they're going to have some new heads that follow the old gen shit. follow the fucking rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People know that they know the charge is death, and they still don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how this unfolds.
I don't know. I just gotta always see the other side of it because I feel like, yeah, it sounds great, but I don't know. Then the Democrats take over, and then they release these guys or some shit, and it was always a part of the plan. But Trump looks good, but really at the end of the day, they all get paid by the same people.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But so now for our last story, this is one that's been shaking up the nation the past week or two. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot to say about this, and we're gonna watch the story about this, and then we're gonna see what the liberals saw when they saw this afterwards. Check it.
A well-known clothing retailer is getting caught up in cultural politics. Some people complain the new ad by American Eagle featuring actress Sydney Sweeney sent an offensive message. CBS's Jolene Kent looks at the controversy sparked by just 5 words.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
That play on words, jeans and jeans, kickstarted a cultural firestorm with American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney at the center.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Critics have accused the ad of playing up eugenics, that Sweeney's white skin color, blonde hair, and blue eyes were greater than other genes.
I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda. Wow. Those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird.
Look at how all of them are.
Fascist weird.
Look at how they
Others
all
have called the negative reaction overblown. And support for the ad now extends to the White House.
Yeah, my political advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. that appears to be their actual strategy.
That includes President Trump, calling it the hottest ad out there and praising Sweeney's reported political leanings.
It's the hottest thing ever.
Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican. I think her ad is fantastic.
American Eagle responded to the backlash Friday, writing Sydney Sweeney has great genes is and always was about the genes, her genes, her story. We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, dog, like, oh, my. Did you see the ones who had a problem with it? Like, they always look like that.
Yo, listen, not only do they look like that, all right, they all think the same. When they complain about shit like this, that's the kind of person who, first of all, who's a complainer. Everything happens to them. They are shit. They never do nothing wrong. The world happens at them in real time, and they can never even in secret, they can't tell themselves, you did this wrong. That's the same person. Yo, listen. Why, if it was, okay, what color are jeans usually? Blue.
Blue.
Did they play it up? Yeah. Her eyes are blue, right? And they played it up. I'll tell you this, before I ever fucking heard about people being offended about this shit, I never saw that commercial and thought, yeah, because, racism, because everything else, every fucking commercial that you look at now has a white guy that looks stupid and then has every other race under the color and gay and whatever, and they're amazing and they're having perfect life, and the white guy's like, oh, I forgot my card. I don't know. It's always some shit. And then they upplay black, they upplay Spanish, they upplay Asian and all that shit. And you do one commercial and you're and they're going to drop the N-word. They're going to say Nazi bomb. That's the N-word, by the way. They're going to say Nazi. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
White people can't say they have good genes. Do you think it would be the same thing if like an Asian person or like a black person was like, I have good genes? Like
I just saw, bro, it's okay when black people say, I only want to keep it black to keep the bloodlines strong. But that second that it's two white people saying that shit, woo!
Yeah.
Like, man,
but
get over shit you never went through.
I loaded up the ad that all these liberals actually saw. See, they didn't see that ad. This is the ad they saw. You ready, Doug?
Whether I'm exploring the great outdoors, lounging around Eagle's Nest, or invading Poland,
I thought you were saying
I always make sure I'm wearing American Eagle jeans. They're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. And they make my hinterlands look amazing. So, if you want to buy these jeans, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Unless you are Jew or a gay.
Adolf Hitler has great genes. Genes. Get it?
Yeah, so credit to the Babylon Bee for that one. That was pretty fucking hilarious, Doug. That's the ad they saw in their mind. That's what they saw in their mind.
Hey, bro, when you live life like a victim and you look for a problem, you can find it anywhere. Yeah, it's a pattern recognition thing. It's like you look at shit and you see a face that's not there, but you see a face because it has 2 dots and a fucking thing under the face that looks like a mouth. You know what I mean? Like a car looks like a face if you really look at it in the front. Yeah. Shit like that. Like you find shit that you're always looking
like
for.
When you were a kid and when you were a kid and you looked at the clouds and you were like, oh, look at that freaking whale, and then you tried to show anybody. You tried to show anybody, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a cloud. Where the fuck is the whale?
Yeah, but yeah. So it was a great little news segment. But now, dog, we're gonna take it into our video vault, and we're gonna get into the doom scroll. You ready?
Let's go. Scroll it down.
Alrighty, doom scroll. We are here in our video vault. We got a funny one today. I got a few serious ones loaded up, but today this is a lighthearted one. You know, I've needed some laughing and some jokes lately, and I felt like the rest of the world does too. So we're keeping it mainly lighthearted today. So let's get into this first one.
I'm gonna put tissues away.
Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200.
Need a spot? No, I'm good. Almost got you. Almost.
Yo, you seen how close that was to crushing his head, bro? Like, no.
The bar wasn't gonna crush his head.
No. Rewatch it. Rewatch it closely. Hold on.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Need a spot? No, I'm good. Almost got you.
His legs. They look like little spaghetti noodles.
Did you see him? Did you see him catch the one? He caught the one. Fucking.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Should not be like, yo. I think I'm
twerking at 62.
I got a video. So you not keep the fast.
I love this show.
And it'd be like, yo, you know, when you was younger in the 90s and the internet, it's all internet. It's like it was frowned upon to be a hoe.
Yeah.
And they were secret hoes that thought they couldn't be the hoes that they wanted, and now it's not cool to, you know, I'm using the word hoe, but that's not what they would use. Influencer.
That's different. I see where you're going.
Twerker, like, you know. This is the words they use nowadays.
Model.
Yeah, IG model. These are the new words. Pardon me if I'm still using the 90s hoe words. Y'all are influencers now. And everything else y'all doing.
And Instagram model.
Hey, where's the lie?
Models.
Where's the lie?
So they seeing this and they like, yo,
he's talking about older ladies.
Turned up like this in '92, and now they feel like they miss out on it. So and now, to be totally honest with you, older women are looking better than they look when they. So let's say, for instance, a 45-year-old woman today looks better than a 45-year-old woman in '94 because of nutrition. We're learning how to take care of bodies. We're learning how to get better sleep. And the doctors. You got to get the doctors in there. Let's not forget about the doctor in Miami cutting your rib, yank your rib out, getting the hair removed from your lips,
Build a
and all
bitch.
type of shit. You're looking better. You know what I'm saying? So now they like, yo, I could twerk 62. You know what you know what I mean? So I think a lot of females, Larissa Pimpin and them, don't even,
You always say Larissa, but it's okay.
It's Lara.
Larsa.
I don't really care. That's why. I've been mad when I might mispronounce Mike Tomlin or something.
That's fine.
Scotty Pippen, baby mother. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
People like that don't even realize they're doing anything wrong dating your son's teammate or dating Michael Jordan's son, your baby father's teammate's son that you watch grow up.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
And now you blame it on COVID brain. What I will do is this. I'll give her this. COVID was rough, man. You had to pick somebody and stay with them. I had 2 during COVID. And I'll give you COVID brain. I won't pause. I won't say that's what I had, but I was like, damn, I'm stuck with this after about 3 weeks. Because you can't risk it. People are dying.
This is I love that show, bro. I got a couple clips loaded up from that this week, but yeah, that's true. These old heads are becoming holier and holier on the socials.
I mean, they made exactly what he said. They missed out. Like they feel like that's what it is, dog. Just let's move on, dog. Because I'm gonna go on forever about this.
All right, let's go.
Everybody cares about trans women. Nobody cares about biological women that look trans.
Nobody laugh.
We just look at them and go, "Oh, you're not." Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can go in the pool now.
Nobody.
Nah, there was people laughing, but all right, next one.
Like E.T. Like fucking E.T. from the one side.
Allergic to an ass whooping. Oof.
He said that bitch looks like she's allergic to an ass whoop.
Like a beast punched her in the eye, dog. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I forgot. I think I saw why she got beat. I'm not gonna speculate, but
but I hate that. I wasn't that swole up, but anybody who knows about being that swole up, I've been pretty fucking swollen up before. I hate the feeling for like 2 or 3 weeks after your shit is swole like that. Because when it goes down, your skin has to retighten and it's loose. So like when you're walking anywhere, it feels like your shit's going like this, bro.
It's all filled with fucking liquid. Yeah.
And but it stretches out and then it goes back down and the skin don't tighten right away with it. It takes a minute. So you still got that like skin that's loose and I hate that feeling. I know exactly that feeling she's gonna go through. But let's get on to the next one.
One of the most extraordinary characters I've ever met.
Dude, this is the most gangster person I've ever seen. Watch this shit, bro.
One of the most extraordinary characters I've ever met was Adrian de Schrijver. Adrian took us into the forest, confronted us with the gorillas, and we got charged and charged and charged again. And I think, and I'm sure, if I would have even flinched once and would have dropped the camera, would have run or turned around,
leaves like
Adrian would have said, well, this is obviously not the right man to make this film.
Well, he doesn't look down. He looks right at them, which I thought you're not supposed to do. That's crazy.
Nah, that dude, bro.
That shit he was unfazed. It was
one of the most extraordinary characters I've ever met.
He didn't move a muscle, bro.
That shit was so big coming at him.
Confronted us with the gorillas, and we got charged and charged and charged again. And I think, and I'm sure, if I would have even flinched once and would have dropped the camera, would have run or turned around, Adrian would have said, well, this is obviously not the right man to make this film.
Dude, some people are just built different, bro. Some people are just built different.
Yeah, like the animal could feel it, dog. The animal, a gorilla. You want to know what's crazy? Because gorilla's so big. You seen that shit charging him, and that's it's savage, dog. But people think that monkeys are cute and don't know that a chimpanzee, you can actually look that up, but kill a gorilla. It's happened before. Like gorillas are scared. Like it's different. They're more agile. So they get
and they are strong. Like chimps are like 10 times stronger than humans are. Like so.
like 80% muscle or some bullshit.
Yeah,
That's a number I made up, but you know what I mean?
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Yeah. And DJ Cannon.
Yes, sir.
But somebody told me to tell you something.
Okay, what is it? I can't wait. I live for this shit.
They said, ask Ken, what did he mean by
Little ass teeth.
He can get you duct tape. And
Oh, we going back to lyrics.
So they're talking about a lyric from one of Cam's old songs. I could get you duct taped and butt raped. But
what did he mean by he can get you duct tape and butt?
Oh, we going back to lyrics. Here we go. See, when I say,
what was your mindset when you wrote that? What were you thinking?
Well, listen, man. What I tell you is this, and a lot of people may not know, man. And
too much explanation.
Cool these days. I'm gonna be honest for you, but y'all should go Google named Preacher. if you don't know, it's a guy named Preacher that used to be in Harlem. and the Bronx.
The Preacher crew.
A good one right there, killer.
And when he kidnapped people, pause. He did some horrific things to them. So when I was writing that rhyme, I was I was in a preacher state of mind, which I shouldn't have been. I'm not saying I should have.
Yeah.
But if you Google Preacher, these were kind of the things that he was doing to people.
It's the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that was too much explanation, which that was good. It came from something.
See, they do that
what
back
do you mean,
and forth.
I'm trying to kill you, bro. Like, I'm trying to do you dirty, and that's why you got done dirty. I got someone that'll do it for me. I don't got to do it.
They do that back and forth. Like, Cam confronted him, like, a few weeks ago on one bar where Mace said in one song, like, rappers used to say, like, I'll blow you would be like, I'll shoot you, right? And, like, Mace was, like, said some shit, like, yo, I'll blow you, son, in a line. And Cam was like, yo, I need you to explain that, Mace.
Yeah, that never come out my mouth, dog.
But slang was different back then. Yeah, you know, now they're just clowning
that sounds
on
gay.
Now they're
that
just
sounds gay. No matter how you turn it.
Yeah, now they're just
like, I don't give a fuck. I don't
because
give a
they're
fuck
older.
what fashion was back in the day. I don't give a fuck what fashion was back in the day. There's no way any grown man can explain to me why in the 80s men were wearing fishnet shirts. There's no way that you can explain that to me and get me to understand you, dog. Like, that's just like a choice. You chose to be like that. I'm not like that. I'm not built like that, bro.
All right.
I can't do that.
All right, let's go. Let's go on to the next one.
I'm gonna buy you one of those shirts.
Yo, this one, dog.
I've had
I love
my,
him.
what is it, Jenny or Forrest Gump era? Before that was back in
You
the
got
day.
AIDS and fucked a retarded guy?
That is what happened.
I've tried a lot of these open mics and I ended up in a driveway.
What does that mean?
Like a man's driveway.
You've tried a lot of these open mics and you've ended up in a driveway.
Yes, because that's where they are.
At that point, is it your fault or is it his fault?
I don't know.
I mean,
you keep coming back to driveways.
Now, I know. Look, hold on. All jokes aside, as society, we're going to sit around and be like, this freak was luring dumb girls into his driveway. And you would think, yeah, that's fucked up. But then you meet the dumb girls that were lured into the driveway. And then all of a sudden you're like, man, this guy was, fishing with dynamite.
Yeah.
All right.
See, you're saying that the open mics are actually in a driveway.
Yes. I kind of gave up on karaoke lately.
It's the most boring people tonight, by the way. It is incredible. I'm like, what do you do for fun?
I don't know. I work. I don't get free time.
Wait, you gave up on karaoke?
Well, you weren't here last time.
Man, you know how much of a loser you have to be to give up.
Last time she was here, she said she was really good at karaoke, and it was just super mediocre. I feel like we need to hear it again, kind of.
What do you want to sing? If Red Band wants it, that means we have to do it.
What's your favorite song? Tennessee Whiskey? If you had to sing one song in front of all of us, what would it be?
All of y'all?
Yeah. Taylor Swift stuff. You look like Taylor Swift a little bit.
Yeah.
You look like Taylor Slow.
You look like Taylor Slow, he said. Yo, I fucking love fucking Shane Gillis, bro. Hilarious, dude. Season 2 of Tires, phenomenal. I recommend everybody watch it. Let's hit the next one. Do you got something to say about that one?
No, but season 2 of what?
Tires.
What is that?
You haven't seen Tires yet? Bro, it's on Netflix. It's Shane Gillis's show.
I don't have Netflix.
It's Shane Gillis's show.
I gotta check it out.
They run a tire shop. It's all based in a tire shop, but it is
Oh,
hilarious.
that's that joke. That joke that you showed me where he's like, they're fixing. He's like, yo, that's gay.
Yeah.
Or something like that. He's like, ask the guy. He'll tell you. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't saying it. He was just like implying it. Hurt.
Yeah.
I'll give it a
Alright,
shot.
Let's go. Next
I
one.
guess I've had.
Wait.
What is it, Jenny or Forrest Gump?
I'm not a nice guy. I'm a good guy.
Get her off
There's
the
a
stage.
difference. If a little old lady is walking down the street and
This one's deep. Check it.
I'm a good guy. There's a difference. If a little old lady is walking down the street and some guy grabs a pocketbook and you grab the guy and break his nose and break his arm, you're not a nice guy, but you're a good guy. In life, it's all right to say no. I'm not in this to be nice. I'm in it to be good. You don't have to please people. You put your oxygen mask on first and you help the person next to you.
So there's a difference between being a nice guy and a good guy, and I feel that, bro. I feel that in a big way. Because I feel like nice guys aren't good guys. Like, I feel like, you know,
Exactly.
those, like, little cucky nice boys that are, like, little
That's the guy
beta
who sees shit on your
bitches.
face and doesn't tell you because he doesn't want to confront you on anything.
That's the motherfucker who stabs you behind your back, bro. That's nah.
Sneaky, slimy fuck.
Yes, yeah, definitely. All right, next one.
As we all know, I love my wife Booty,
Yo.
but she can't.
I send you this.
Did you?
I send this to you.
I didn't know you
Yeah,
did.
I send this to you.
I found this.
I
on
love
my
Loiter
own, too.
Squad.
But did you see Joe Budden was talking shit about this week still? This is why this became big
Still?
again, because, he's still mad about it. Look at the top. Look at the
the
top. The
fuck outta
fact
here.
that Joe Budden is still mad at this all these years later, like,
No, I love
he's
my
an
wife.
Makes it even
emotional.
better.
She can't
He's such an emotional dude, bro, Joe Budden.
be a real sometimes. So hopefully
Heard.
I get this good news about this divorce so that I can keep this pushing.
Have you talked to your wife? Not recently, no. Well, that doesn't matter because actually, she doesn't really.
Yeah, the bald cap.
I don't understand.
That shit looks fucking
Well,
hilarious.
I'm
dog.
representing your beard.
What you mean you represent
Your
my
beard is suing you for divorce. What?
So I go to
What?
my lawyer office and he started telling me that, as a matter of fact, Joe, your wife, actually is not trying to divorce with you. Your beard is. So I'm just left out, like my is out in the wind. I'm on a canyon with my
Assed out.
Here's the situation. There are some stipulations. Okay. First of all, you cannot put your hand within 5 inches of your beard. I'm sorry, take it down. Also, your beard requires visitation rights with your kids every other week.
Kids.
Also, no more dating.
Every real gotta let the thug out of him to cry. The thug dove. Because if you don't get that out, then what are you? You're a time bomb. Getting ready to explode. I want my beard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Budden, your beard does not want
Yo, but that's
you gotta
exactly
laugh
how
at these
he
things
acted.
when they do them.
But that's exactly how he acted on Love and Hip Hop, though. That's exactly how he acted, bro. It's fucking hilarious.
I gotta watch it. You know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get my girl to sit down and watch it with me so I could get to that. I don't want to know what episode it is. I just need another season and I'll
Dude,
find it.
you don't even have to watch the episodes. Just look up Joe Budden Love and Hip Hop highlights, and you'll cut all the bullshit you don't need to see and just see the good parts. But all right.
Nah, because
Let's
it's
go.
like it's a little surprise because I won't be watching it and I'm gonna hear it.
I can't sit down and watch a reality show. Like I have to watch.
Nah, I'm playing the fucking game. I'm over here playing something online while that shit's happening, and then I catch it, and it's a nice nugget.
Yeah.
It's a little random. Oh, look at this.
All right, next one.
Girls from Playboy, they have like this podcast where they drop these truth bombs, and they'll be like, "You guys might not realize this, but Hugh Hefner was a misogynist," and you're like, "What the?" You're like, "How long did you work there?" 35 years.
Oh shit. All right, next one.
So a lot of people was like, yo, Cam, what's going on with you and Omar Gunn Jr.? Here's what happened.
Casting, like, they know disrespect.
Watch this guy's life.
Vin
He
Ranger
might
sitting
do
around,
something
or
to watch it. You know what I mean?
Omar Gunn Jr.
Poor
Y'all
guy,
niggas
dog.
sitting
That's what
around,
happens.
like.
So that's what happened. I called him Omar Gunn Jr. And he's like, that you calling me out my name. Cuba's the junior. How am I gonna be the junior? And he made 3 diss records. They wasn't that bad. They was actually pretty good, to be honest with you. But I was like, damn, this nigga's bugging. So when I did my freestyle, I said, please don't mention me with no Omar Gooden. He did another record. Cool. So this while we working on It Is What It Is, Buffer like, Kim, we ain't got time for that, man. We gotta connect. I said, Buffer's right. But I'm on vacation. So I threw up a post the other day like, yo, you a Nickelodeon kid. Stop playing with grown folks. So what do? He do another diss record. So you know me, I got a new way to play with niggas. Pause. Super pause. I'm gonna start booking niggas. Cause y'all broke. A lot of niggas is broke. I booked that nigga for $7,500 to do a movie for 3 weeks. He said I didn't. So you know what I did? I booked the nigga to do a movie that's never coming out. Like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Omar. That movie you flew to Miami for, it ain't no movie coming out. I booked you. And I was laughing at you behind the scenes. I was there. I was sitting there laughing at you. And you know what? Now you're coming on Revolt tonight. Because you signed the paperwork saying I could do whatever with the footage. You thought them niggas was real movie producers? They are real movie producers. But them was my niggas. You was in a room full of niggas that was my niggas. Check it out, y'all. Look at this.
I had no idea.
The whole staff from when I was shooting. Oh, look, he signed the paperwork.
Yo,
let me get in here.
he had to feel so stupid. I know
signed
he
the
got so
paperwork.
mad.
This is meaning I can do whatever I want with this footage I want to do. Sign that paperwork right. This is it.
That's not coercion.
Nah.
You're
He
reading
signed
for nothing,
contracts.
stupid. Put your fucking titties back in, nigga. What the fuck you doing with your titties out, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with
I don't
you,
give a
man?
fuck. I walk
You
with my titties
comfortable,
out
too.
all day, nigga. Suck a
Nigga, man,
dick.
comfortable. Put your titties away, nigga. I don't know what's wrong with nigga. Oh, look, he's brushing his hair. Look, hold on, let me get back. Hold on, let me get back in. Get them waves right, nigga. Get the curls. Look at this nigga doing push-ups.
For the movie?
Push-ups, nigga. Nigga really think he in a movie. Do your push-ups, nigga. Yeah, I got you doing push-ups, stupid ass. Look at me.
Yo, I be fucking pissed, bro.
And that's just behind
I
the
be
scenes.
so fucking mad
So
about this
tonight
right
at 10
here,
p.m. on Revolt is going to be streaming tomorrow. Look at Omar Gunn playing in a movie that's never coming out. Mind you, they all speaking Spanish the whole time. He don't even speak Spanish. They talking about the nigga in Spanish while the movie's going on. So the dialogue is all Spanish, and he don't know Spanish. They was talking about you, stupid. Now keep doing another record. I'm gonna book you for my goddaughter baby shower. Her shit is in October, and we'll book you to do all the dish records. I'll pay you
What
for
are you
that too, because what I'm gonna
smelling,
start doing
dog?
is paying niggas just to laugh at them. It cost me $3,500 to do everything to book you, their hotel, your flight, all that shit. It cost me $12,000, $13,000 to go to the NBA game. I'd just rather laugh at you for $3,500. Be careful. This is my new shit. It's called Book My Ops.
I mean, you got the money to do it, so it ain't really no loss to him to give you $3. Yo, for real, that's the best legal way to fuck somebody over.
Yeah, it is.
$3,500. Most people are gonna go for that job if they got called for it. Yeah, it's my dream.
Yeah.
Yo, do some push-ups and sit-ups so you can get in the. Take off your shirt so you can get in there so we can see. You can get in that shape. You're gonna have your muscles bulging for the movie. Come on, let's do it. You got this.
The protocol
Here you go.
is
10 more.
that American presidents and vice presidents do not bow.
I started this one a little early while you were talking. My bad. Yeah.
No, my
definitely.
bad. What I was smelling was this shit has like a faint whiff of like vomit. Is what it smells like a little bit, and I didn't notice it until right now when I passed it. And I smell like the baby's vomit. So I was like, yo, did I get it on me? And that's why you see me doing this. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, it's this. It's this.
Yo, but check this hypocrite out.
And then I hit it.
Check this hypocrite out. Listen to this.
Says you as vice president should not kiss the papal ring.
The protocol is that American presidents and vice presidents do not bow before foreign leaders do not kiss any rings. And obviously, given our history, you can appreciate that. So no sign of disrespect, but important to observe the protocols of the country that I love and that I'm representing and that I serve as vice.
We don't bow. We just go kiss the wall. But check this out. This what?
Yeah, no, because the picture though, not a picture.
That's
it's just
him.
the way
That's
it
him at
faded
the
in.
wall. Like
I know.
We
for
don't
my
bow.
country, the country I love.
We don't bow for other countries. But then he's like, with the fucking little tiny hat on. All right, this one's deep. This next one, check this.
Peter Thiel, the FBI informant and CIA contractor, Elon Musk, the defense contractor and PayPal mafia member with Peter Thiel, close confidant of David Sachs, and J.D. Vance, who brokered the David Sachs fundraiser with Silicon Valley and Trump, mentored by Peter Thiel, mentored by David Frum, who worked for Bill Kristol with Tucker Carlson. Thiel, Musk, and Tucker lobbied Trump to pick Vance, and they said, if you don't, the CIA will kill you. Who's the CIA? Who does the CIA, NSA, FBI, DHS, who do they all contract with? Palantir, founded by Peter Thiel and Alex Karp and Joe Lonsdale, Israel First Jews that after October 7th flew their board to Israel and provided them with facial recognition technology to murder Palestinians. J.D. Vance, who upon becoming the VP nominee in his first interview said, we're going to bomb Iran, who went to the Quincy Institute and said, we need a pro-Israel spin on America first. Tucker, who interviewed Vance 46 times on his show, Vance hired his son. Vance's Rockbridge Network was the spawning point of 1789 Capital, founded by Rebecca Mercer and Claire Monster Chris Buskirk, which gave Tucker $15 million. Rebecca Mercer funded Steve Bannon at Breitbart that spawned Milo Yiannopoulos' career. And Rebecca Mercer hand-selected George Farmer, Candace Owens' husband, to run Parler in 2021. This is why they want me dead. Who's the Fed? Who's the Fed here? Because I brought all the receipts.
So he just went
Peter
and connected
Thiel,
them all.
The FBI informant and CIA contractor.
He just broke down what I was saying for how long, I don't know.
1v1 suck off is insane.
What the fuck is going? Wait, what?
Wait. Let's discuss this first. Let's discuss this first. Let's discuss this first. Hold on. Let's discuss this first. But yeah, the same shit I've been saying like for the longest time, bro, about I feel like this is all smoke and mirrors and it's all like just what we needed at the time we needed it. He just broke that down. He showed all the connections, like, and anybody.
We got to do callbacks. We got to do like callbacks where you throw that shit on and you see like, boom, this is where we did it. This just a little clip so they can see exactly when you said it.
I do have to go back and get shit like that so that we could show people we're ahead of the news by like a year. We're over here calling shit.
He's called a lot of
ahead.
shit. I can say that. You don't have to believe me, but he has called a lot of shit.
Yeah, I just see the world like a chessboard, and I think if I was them, what would be my next 3 moves, 4 moves, 5 moves? And some of those moves I'm wrong on, but a lot of those moves, they do exactly what I would do if I was an evil fuck in their position. It's just you can see it coming a mile away. But let's get into
A beautiful mind, people.
I feel like if you're
didn't get it.
autistic
You
enough,
didn't get it.
No, I get it.
Oh, he
I get
did.
it.
He did.
Yeah, I get it. But I feel like if you're autistic enough to watch the news and study that shit the way I do, eventually you'll start connecting dots. You know, fucking not
Yeah.
not
You
saying
gotta
I'm
sit down and
autistic
read, dog.
because
It's
I
a
don't
pain.
think I'm autistic. It's just a joke. I don't have no autism, but I'm not one of those people that are like,
little bit.
I'm autistic. But let's get on to this last one that had you fucking dying here. This is the last one.
A 1v1 suck off is insane. What is this? There's 2 people racing. Barstool. They're sucking a blow pop.
Oh, I
and
just
they're trying to
saw.
get to the center of the blow pop. It might be time, man.
Time for what?
For God just to come pressure wash everything.
Is this like a whole bracket? Is there a whole tournament thing?
Why, you want to get in?
No, because this guy looks like he's
Why,
up
you wanna
2-0.
get in?
He is, right?
Yeah, that
Yo,
guy.
he's going. He's angry at that dick.
Yeah, he's fucking, dude, serious
He's brushing
sucker
his teeth
right
with it
there.
and shit, like-
Serious sucker. All right. It's been a great doom scroll. Like I said, we had a couple serious ones thrown in there, but it was mainly funny, mainly
Serious sucker.
lighthearted. You know, there was a serious sucker in there. Yeah, there surely was. But yeah, so we're gonna leave the doom scroll and we're gonna head into down the Reddit hole. Let's rock. All right, here we are down the Reddit hole. We got some crazy stories that I seen on Reddit this week, including the one we talked about with Netanyahu's cybersecurity chief in Israel, the head of cybersecurity, cyber crime, whatever you would consider it. He was in Vegas this week and he did some stuff. Netanyahu's
That's the way you said that.
Netanyahu's cyber chief arrested in Vegas child predator sting, then sent home free. It's an abomination. He's an IDF vet and head of AI for the Israeli government. So he gets caught this week basically engaging in sexual conduct with children, you know, in a child predator sting, and then he gets released right away. All the other people who got caught in this thing, they didn't get released, but he gets sent right back to Israel. And Netanyahu made a statement where he said, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. It was just a misunderstanding. It's just fucking crazy, bro, how there's literally no fucking justice for these people, dog. Like, there's
Yeah,
none.
the kids, bro, like that side of the world, bro, that little part, dog, they have so many ways around everything because the religion, dog, is just,
yeah.
I don't know, man. That's
Well,
crazy. There's no justice for the kids.
Have you heard about how when the Jews over here get caught for pedophile shit, they run right to Israel and Israel protects them?
Yeah, because you can be safe. Yeah, they have an impunity there, bro. Like they can't be touched.
It's some fucked up shit, and I'm not with it. That's just disgusting. It just goes to show. And it's because of shit like this. We'll get into our next one. Like, look at this. A new Jeffrey Epstein book claims he and Ghislaine Maxwell were Mossad spies who filmed U.S. politicians and power players having sex with underage girls to blackmail them. And we've been saying that. Now they're saying it publicly in books. And you see here, like, we got Anthony Blinken, who's the stepson of Samuel Pisar, who's the lawyer and confidant of Robert Maxwell, who is the father of Ghislaine Maxwell, who is the accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein. And I would just like to remind everybody, this man you see here in the middle, Robert Maxwell, bought our entire educational system. The Maxwell Publishing and like Rand McNally and Macmillan, all those textbooks we had as kids. Yeah, it was because of that guy. It was he basically
Wow.
wrote that guy, a Mossad agent, basically wrote all of our textbooks. And for years, people tried to claim he was a Mossad agent. And Israel always said, no, we have nothing to do with Robert Maxwell. We have nothing to do with Robert Maxwell. And then you could look this up. When Robert Maxwell died, all the highest ranking people in Israel, all the past prime ministers, current prime ministers, heads of military, heads of government, all were at his funeral. And I think it was Ehud Barak said he was one of the most important assets Israel has ever had. So they claimed he wasn't until he died, and then they all showed up at his funeral and was like, yeah, joke's on you. So yeah, this shit is never going to end unless we make it end, you know? I don't know how we do that. I'm sure Pablo has an idea, but we're not going to discuss that on the show. Hey. But yeah, dog.
Go ask Grunk.
Go ask.
That's the first version, though, not the second one, not the remade version. Yeah, go ask Grunk. Or I think the remade version. Ask both of them. Go see what Grunk tells you. Grok, whatever the fuck its name is. Gronkowski. Like fucking.
Yeah.
Go ask
sure,
him.
I'm sure Grok has some answers for us, and this is keeping the same
Perfect
vein
pattern
of all
recognition.
this. Like I kind of kept this down the Reddit hole. I wanted to keep it all in the same vein. We down the Reddit hole is just a quick little look at some Reddit things, but check this out. Some people found this photo. Look at this, bro. $60,000 worth. Yo, what do you see on that?
I already know what you're saying. The sign, yeah. The triangles, yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. And look, right in their own thing down here. It shows their own FBI thing. It shows, look, people with these symbols, they're pedophiles.
Yo, he even has panda eyes. Look at his picture right there. He has panda eyes.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, bro. Like, it's right. I feel like they put that shit right in our faces, bro. On purpose, all the time, every time, 365 days a year. It's purposeful. What do you think, dog? You think they're trying to hide it, or they want us to know?
No, I think it's like they get off. I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say about it. I feel how I feel about it, and you can feel how you do. Yo, they get off showing us that shit, and like it is, bro. Like, come on, that's a power play. It makes them feel fucking like, dog. And we just have, and we sit by and people just don't want to fucking recognize this shit. This is fucking, yo, did you read that shit? That's like a presidential, that's not the CIA,
that's the FBI shit.
This is all, yeah. Like this is open public news, dog, that these are things that they use to identify themselves. And it's still, people still don't even know about this shit.
They'll
and
be
then
like,
they say it's bullshit.
It's a coincidence.
Because they'll point at Pizzagate. That's why, because they'll point at that and they'll be like, that was fake, so that's not true either.
But the thing
And
is,
it's like, bro.
that wasn't even fake, though. Like,
I know, but they played it off like they did in a majority of people. The mass believe that shit is fake. And so they took all that other shit that was equated in the same time and they took that shit to be nonsense as well.
Yeah, and they make
that's
that
how people
shit
are
all-
in public.
It's the same thing with, like, fucking that. I feel like shit like flat Earth is put out there to just delegitimize everything else, kind of like Pizzagate, because it's like I seen a clip where this guy showed, like, anytime, like, on the news over the past, like, 5 years, they bring up, like, was 9/11 an inside job? One of the anchors is always like, oh, yeah, I bet they believe in flat Earth, too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah,
it's they group something that's completely legitimate with something that sounds fucking wacko,
Bullshit,
so that people relate them and think, oh, if I believe 9/11 is an inside job, people will also believe that I think the Earth is flat, and that's fucking
Earth
crazy.
is flat, yeah.
So they equate those things, so we shut the fuck up. But I think a lot of people are over that. They're tired of it, and they're hip to the game now. So that's that's been.
It's social media.
It is. It's definitely social media. It's also a lot of narcissism and a lot of people caring what other people think way too fucking much. I think that's a big problem with society is people caring too much about what other people think that they think. Like, because if that wasn't the issue, we had an error loading our RSS feed right at the end of the show. It's okay. But if that wasn't an issue, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we'd be able to say a lot more stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'd be able to do a lot more stuff. We'd be able to have open conversations about things that we can't have open conversations about, like, you know, trans shit.
That's what you need to talk about, the uncomfortable things.
Yeah, you need to, but people are too afraid to, and since we don't, it's like the bullies get to bully everybody into silence, and that's fucked up.
Or the crazy shit is the bullies nowadays are the people who were never a bully and they were a victim always. Because now there's been so much power given to word.
And it's also a lot of it's because a long time ago when we were kids, they told people, yo, you can't bully kids no more. You can't. So a lot of these people never got punched in the face, bro. And like
right in the fucking mouth.
A lot of them just need a good fucking backhand right in the fucking mouth, man. Just to be like, yo, this is reality, dog. Your words and the shit you say have consequences. Consequences.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't realize that anymore, that there's consequences to shit that we say because the slapping stopped. The slapping is stopped, and we need to get back to the slapping. We need to get back to the slapping. But it's been a great episode. What'd you think about it, dog? What was your favorite part of it?
I mean, I don't know. I think the news, because you got me on a lot of stuff that I hadn't really been keeping up on. I was really surprised with the whole thing with Netanyahu and Putin and Trump. Because after Trump did the African president or whoever that was that came over, after he did him the way he did him, I don't know. Anything is possible now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. He's like, oh, there's not? Okay, hold on. Let me play this video real quick.
So, I don't know.
You want to cut the lights down over here?
For real.
We got a video to play. But yeah, my favorite was probably the doom scroll. I've needed some laughs lately. But yeah, it was a good episode. Like we always say, you can find us anywhere you can find us. You can find us at Malice the Podcast, Instagram, TikTok, you know, all the Rumble, all the podcasting, YouTube.
We're on it. The
We're
big
on
five or whatever it is. Yeah.
The big whatever. We're there. If you type in at Malice the Podcast, you know, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I need to start remembering to do this in the beginning of the episode because I got little things that pop up on the screen now. So thank you, dog. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a great presence on this episode. Like always, you make it what it is. We both make
appreciate
it what
that.
it is.
Appreciate that.
Fucking,
you definitely help. Yeah, you
definitely. I'll be looking out for that shipment of baby oil coming soon to me. Like
I got you.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to go to. I'm gonna try to go to a Diddy event and get those signed. They're gonna be worth money one day.
Telling you, bro.
They're gonna be worth.
I'm
money
signing right here on this side.
Nah, I need Diddy to sign them. I need Diddy to sign them shits. But all right, y'all. It's been a good episode. Peace. Let's leave you with some wise words.
Yo, somebody at JoJo's job, they gave her that because it was just left over from a shipment and they were going to throw it away. And she was like, I'll take it because we use it for the baby. So I was like, let me use it as a prop.
What the fuck are they getting shipments of baby oil for at?
And maybe, you know, they had an Outback Diddy party. Man. Who knows?
Yo, I've never been at a restaurant I was working at where they're like, yo, did the baby oil
Y'all got
come?
some baby oil? Yo, I got the 10 packages of meat, the sirloins and the tomahawk. Where's the baby oil?
Yo, for real. Yo, what the fuck is that?